Yo, what is up guys, Chillfeed here, back bringing you another Borderlands 3 video. This time around I found what I believe to be the best build for a mirror. This tops every build you can find on YouTube, on Reddit, anywhere. Just look at how I absolutely wrecked the GRAVEWARD with this build and the Lyuda, even after the nerf. It's insane. I don't know what I was thinking uploading my other mirror video, when really all you need is some anointed gear. That's it. I don't need to worry about any builds anymore. I don't need to worry about class mods. And that makes this game a whole lot easier. Just grab an action skill that doesn't do any damage itself, but boosts your weapons for an insane amount and you're good. Okay, obviously I'm joking, and as you can see with the title, this video is more or less about the Mayhem Mods in Borderlands 3. I usually don't agree with most complaints I see on Reddit or on the internet in general, but I just don't like how Gearbox handled the Mayhem Mods whatsoever. They are just mostly annoying in my opinion, having to check them every single time you load into a map, making the game either easy as frick, or your enemies become literal bullet sponges to the point where you'd rather reload back into the game to make it more enjoyable again. I can definitely see what they were trying to accomplish, and I'm not saying that you cannot enjoy the game with the Mayhem Mods active. As a matter of fact, I still very much love the game for what it is. I think Gearbox developed one of the best FPS games I have ever played, but they should really do something with these mods. Imagine when Ultimate Vault Hunter mode is rolling around and it is just close to what it was in Borderlands 2, and then you get minus 50% damage on everything that is a viable option, or just the gear you like playing with. I mean, in the loot based game, where they designed the weapons in a way that some weapons are simply not good enough to compete with others, players tend to obviously use those weapons that are better and also the weapons that best fit their playstyle. And in my opinion, the Mayhem Mods take away your freedom to play with whatever you want to play with, which I will always prefer over having to switch to a weapon you don't want to use right now because some random buffs or debuffs from the game suggest you do so. Even though I love experimenting myself with different builds, gear and weapons, I don't think that there's anything wrong with people who don't like experimenting too much and just stick to what they're used to and their one weapon they enjoy the most. We should all be able to enjoy the game the way we want to play it, and when we want to change something, then it should be when we want it and not when the game wants us to do so. In a game like Borderlands, with all its variety in weapons, mechanics, elements, action skills and much more, the worst thing you can do is to take away the freedom to pick and choose between all the good stuff and instead force you into a playstyle you don't enjoy or doesn't fit your build. Another reason why I don't enjoy them is probably something most of you don't care about, and that is that when trying to make a build video and you actually do show your audience the Mayhem Mods, you just have to wait for everything to be as neutral as it can be. I mean, you can see in the gameplay with good mods, you don't even need any skill bonuses on top, even in true Vault Hunter mode. But I'm also a viewer of a lot of Borderlands channels, so it was kind of frustrating to test out these popular builds with everything exactly like they did. I even recorded some gameplay in the slaughter shaft of one of the most popular mirror builds you can find on YouTube, and it wasn't nearly as good as I've seen in the video. I'm not trying to tell you that you should never use any of these builds where they don't show you the Mayhem Mods or that they are straight up bad, and most of you probably don't care anyway. Just play what you like the most and don't wonder if your builds aren't as good as you have seen in the video. Instead of nerfing some weapons, I just think that these Mayhem Mods, with the way they are working right now, need to be changed first. Some of them are just not fun and you can't even do anything against them in most cases but to restart your game and hope for them to be better. Like the 30% chance for your enemies to reflect bullets back at you is just horrible, especially if you're not using a transformer shield and a shock weapon. The added health for enemies or straight up downgrades of damage add nothing but a little more frustration, and even when they work in your favor, it takes away every challenge there is by just melting every enemy or one-shotting them left and right. At least for me, I like to have somewhat of a challenge and don't enjoy this for too long. I honestly don't think I'm creative enough to come up with better ideas myself, but I've seen many people more creative than me on Reddit suggesting great alternatives for the Mayhem Mods, and if Gearbox can't think of anything themselves, or it's too hard to implement those mods, I'd say remove them completely and think of a new system to make it more challenging. Anyway guys, just got kind of frustrated over the last couple of days when trying to make some videos with these Mayhem Mods. It's definitely not like the game is unplayable or anything. I don't even think it's too bad. I just think they don't serve their intended purpose, and instead of making the game more challenging, they make it more frustrating sometimes or even too easy. Let me know down in the comment section if you agree or disagree with me. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, or if you are just a good person in general and want to help people out, maybe. Thank everyone for watching, and I hope I see you in my next one.